Hello, Bigfoot enthusiast. Scott here from Squatch America.
And Hannah, domestic goddess, chief cook, and doggy mama here in the paddy wagon with my new favorite cap. What do y'all think? I'm kind of liking it.
Yeah, she can't go a week without buying a new hat. So, hi, Raptor, Terrell, Donald, Renee, and Janice.
Good to see everyone tonight. I've got a funny story.
You do?
Yeah. Guess what, folks?
What?
Daisy learned how to play tetherball today.
Yeah, we taught her. She taught the dog how to play tetherball.
And then I thought, now those of you who have seen Napoleon Dynamite, correct me if I'm wrong, but I should have named her Becky.
Yeah, there you
should have named her Becky, but I didn't.
Wrong.
So anyway, am I wrong?
I'm not sure.
I think it's Becky. Who is Napoleon Dynamite's girlfriend? I thought it was Becky.
Okay.
Anyway.
So. Alrighty, well, hi everybody. We got a great interview coming up tonight, so we're gonna jump right into it. Any last words?
Hi, Kelly. Good to see you too.
Hi, Kelly.
What are we, like 6 weeks out? Not even 6. Yeah, about 6 weeks out. Yes, about 6 weeks out. No, 2 months out. From Meadowling Falls.
From Meadowling Falls. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yep. Yeah, we'll be showing that commercial today, actually. So. Tonight, we are going to be talking to a gentleman who took a picture of a Bigfoot, which is very rare. So,
especially a picture like this.
Yeah. So,
get your salt out and your crystals and your garlic, perhaps.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you from, I think, Anderson or Redding, one of those areas. We'll ask him. Tyler Boss. Hi, Tyler.
Hello, Hannah and Scott. I want to say thanks for having me.
No problem.
My name's Taylor, and I am from Cottonwood, California, which is right up in the neck of the woods of Redding and Anderson.
Okay, cool.
That whole creepy Mount Shasta area.
Yeah.
Correct, yes. Right at the foothills of the mountain.
Right. So, yeah, he's on the foothills of Mount Shasta. And there is tons of weird stuff comes out of Mount Shasta. Trust me. I've had a lot of interviews with Native Americans from that area, and they got little people. They've got Bigfoot. They've got...
Let's not even talk about the stories of what has been found within Mount Shasta in the tunnels. That's some like awesome stuff. I'm like, give me a shovel. I'm ready. Let's go. Shovel and a pickaxe. I want to go excavate the whole mountain.
There you go. So let's see if I can bring this. Oh, there it is. All right. So we're going to be talking about a picture that you took in 2019.
Correct.
And I've been packing this picture around on my phone for about a year, and I've looked at it 1,000 times. I've showed it to like every Bigfooter in the world. And
Dr. Meldrum about peed himself.
Yeah, he did. Dr. Jeff Meldrum from Pocatello State University. He said, "Have you published that yet?" I'm like, no, because I didn't get Tyler's information Taylor's
think sausage.
Information until just this year. I had it for a year, and I had lost his contact information, and it was horrible. So anyway, so folks, this is the photo. Take a close look at it. What do you see?
Sunset.
Yeah, it's kind of sunset, dusky, but this was taken roughly in this area. I'm thinking this is the French Gulch area, you said?
Correct.
Right.
And this was, I did look back, and it was in November. So first week of November, November 5th.
All right. And you were hunting?
Correct. First night we got to camp, actually.
Okay. So deer hunting, elk hunting.
So deer season had just ended, and we decided we were going to go bear hunting.
Okay.
And by me and 2 other of my coworkers from work, just last minute, hey, let's go try and fill the freezer up with some bear meat. So I want to say it was a Friday after work. We decided to drive up. The drive's about an hour from Reading to get to where we were. Actually, hold on, let's see there. Yeah, so the area you highlighted, we were north of there.
Right.
We were kind of deep up in the woods between Trinity Lake and I-5 on the right. So just north and to the left, you got the Trinity Lake right there, that water body on.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously the road running right through on the right side is I-5. So we were kind of tucked up right in the middle above the lake. Yes, that area.
Yeah, this area up here. Okay. So this area right about here. So to give the folks at home, this is Mount Shasta. And this is in the Shasta Trinity National Forest. Well, I think this part down here is just the Trinity at that point. I'm not sure.
Yeah, technically we were in the Trinity Mountain Range. Not the Trinity Alps, taken by the Trinity Alps, but we were in the Trinity Mountains.
Okay. Cool. All right. So this is the picture you took. Now explain why you took this picture and how it came about.
Yeah. So the funny story is, you know, we were never supposed to be out there at the time we were. Since we went out after work, we got to our campsite, said, hey, I brought some deer burger, the deer I had harvested that year. So me and my 2 buddies, we fired up the barbecue. So a little bit backstory to this. We camped on top of a ridge. So kind of had to 4-wheel off on top of a ridge. So we got set up on top of the ridge, busted out the barbecue, cooked up some deer burgers with bacon. Perfect.
Hey, there you go.
Or in this case, possibly a Bigfoot.
You are our kind of people.
So after we ate our burger, we said, it's getting close to sundown. Let's go kind of take a look at the area and see if we see anything for the following morning. Where we were set up was on top of this, we'll call it like a hellhole canyon. Something once you go down, you don't want to come back up it. And it looked fine from up on top, so we decided to just bonsai down it. And for people that aren't familiar with California, there's a lumber company called Sierra Pacific. So throughout the woods of California, especially up here in the Northern California, it's like checkerboard, and every corner is Sierra Pacific land. Well, the thing is, Sierra Pacific land has lock gates where you can't access their property unless you're on foot. So we hiked into Sierra Pacific property, but when we went down the hill, we went about 2 miles from where we were camped. You needed it? Sorry about that. So right. we hiked down to Sierra Pacific property. And basically once we got down to the bottom, we're looking around, kind of looking for signs of animals, things of that nature. And it's starting to get dusk. Mind you, this was in November, so sunset's around 5 o'clock. And it was about 4:30. So we had a call to make. Hey, we can backtrack and go up the steep hill that we just hiked down, or I'm looking at our GPS maps and saying, well, it shows there's a road here. Let's go try and hike this road. There should be an actual road. That way we're not beating through bush and trying to get back to our campsite. We were just going to take a loop, basically back up to the top of the mountain. So off on foot, we're going to go find this area that we had never been to before. Mind you, we had never been to this area. It was, throw a dart at a map and, hey, we're going to go here. Let's go see what we can find. So about 5 o'clock, and it starts to get dark, and it's getting dark fast. A little bit of backstory on the geography of this area. French Gulch burns every few years. We have really bad wildfires up here. So I want to say 2017, maybe 2015, there was a big fire that went through French Gulch. So after the fire, Sierra Pacific was in there, clear cut. So the area we were in was clear cut. So, I mean, we could see for at least a mile, if not more, when we were on the side of the hill. So, I mean, it was wide open. It wasn't very timbered. And if there was any timber, it was charred. So what ended up happening was we ended up on a skid trail, which is a no more than one vehicle width road. Dozer comes in, cuts a line. They use it to bring stuff in and out. We ended up on a skid trail road. And we're going every 100 yards, stopping, catching our breath, drinking some water. Before we left on this trip, my mother, of all people, said, hey, go out, hunt, do whatever you're going to do. Just don't go out at night. I said, okay, Mom, yeah, we won't go out at night. Well, by
Liar.
we're getting further from camp, and it's starting to get dark at this point. So we're coming up the Skid Trail Road, and, on one of our stops where we stopped to catch our breath, take a drink, I go ahead and said, oh, this is a perfect picture to send to my mother, who's already worried about me being out at night. So I'm catching my breath. I pull my phone out, turn around, and hit the picture button. I just wanted a dark picture. But unbeknownst to me, I'm not very, my iPhone, since it sensed it was dark outside, decided to turn the flash on. So my phone flashed, took this picture, put my phone back into my pocket because we didn't have any cell phone reception. We're kind of down in a canyon, no cell phone reception. Now, where we camped up on top of the ridge would be 180 degrees from this photo. So our camp was behind me up the hill, and you're looking downhill right now. And this is that the skid trail, and where you see my coworker in camo right now, the road wraps down to the left. So essentially where the figure is in the background is on a sharp turn. It's almost a 90-degree turn in the road, working uphill. Yes. I threw my phone in my pocket after I took the picture. It was about 2 hours later until we got back to our campsite. And little bit of backstory to, me and my two buddies, we're kind of joking around, saying, man, it's getting dark. We're out in bear and mountain lion territory. A little spooky at the time, but, just kind of what you expect in this area. So we're hiking and going, hey, bear, kind of presenting ourselves as we're walking, just in case we do spook bear or mountain lion. And, after I took this picture, like I was saying, about 2 hours back to camp where we did have cell phone reception. We get back to camp. Everything's all good and dandy. It was going to be us out at night hiking. So I sent her the photo thinking nothing of it. And where you have it cropped in right now is about the photo I
Hello? Did we lose him?
I think we lost him.
Uh-oh. Hey, folks, we're back.
Well, we're back. Taylor will be coming back. Boy, we're all having link issues today.
All right, there we go. Okay, that was weird. Everything just kind of glitched out for a second.
Donald said the Men in Black shut it down. All right. So we
before
lost
I got
you.
connected, where were we?
Okay, we lost you at Hey Bear, Hey Bear.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I kept talking. My bad.
That's all right.
Welcome to life on the internet.
Yeah, exactly. So you know, we were hiking on the road, and you know, we were actually off the road for the main part. We were just trying to make it back to camp off of a GPS location. So I'm like, hey, we're kind of close, like we just got to keep going. So we're side hilling. We're hey bear, just in case there is a bear, mountain lion, anything, just kind of scared off. Now my mother, before we went on this camping trip, said, hey, don't go hiking out in the dark, whatever. We were still about 2 miles from our campsite. We ended up making it back to the campsite about 2 hours after I took that photo. So it is dark at this point, roughly 7 o'clock. You know, still early in the day, but it's dark in November. So I go ahead and send the photo to my mother. And the photo that you guys just had pulled up, do you mind pulling that back up again?
Sure.
Yeah. So my mother sends me back a photo. My coworker there in the corner, he was not in the photo that my mother sent me. So it was just zoomed in really close on the figure in the background. And she says, what is that behind you? Yeah, just like that photo. And I went, oh, stop messing with me. What are you talking about? So I go back to the photo that I had sent her, and I zoomed in to the original photo, and I went, what? So I grabbed both my coworkers and I said, hey, look, this was behind us when I took the photo. And my one buddy went, I'm going home. So he left that night. It freaked him out that much. My other buddy, he was worried about it, but I'm like, dude, we didn't see anything there. We didn't hear anything. That was 2 miles out in the woods. Like, we're fine. So I kind of talked him into staying with me, but you know, the next morning we woke up and he went, man, I was scared all night. I locked the locked the doors on my truck. I slept in the truck, like I wasn't having.
Oh no!
So I kind of scared him. You know, I thought nothing of it. I went, you know, must just be like some sort of picture distortion. Really looking back at it now, the yellow eyes are what strikes me as odd. When I got back to town, I decided to send it to my uncle. I said, hey, what do you think of this? And he said, oh, that's a Squatch if I'd ever seen one. And I went, yeah. I'm not still convinced because I was standing right where my coworker was, walked right past that. You know, can't see nothing. But I mean, the picture alone definitely leads you to kind of question, well, if it's not something alive, then what is it with yellow shining eyes?
Yeah, so I'm going to get into this a little bit. I don't know, Tyler, if you know, I mean, we've met and talked, but I've been doing this Bigfoot thing for like 25 years. I've been doing a lot
30,
of research.
Honey, you're older than that.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so I have seen a lot of Bigfoot photos. I actually have had an eye to eye with Bigfoot myself and got a photo. So I want to show you something about your photo here. So I cut out the background. So we just kind of got the figure right here. So what makes this a Bigfoot is there's a few factors in this photo that does. One, it's got this conical head, that's a main giveaway. Bears don't have that.
Correct.
Another thing is the length of the arms are incredible compared to the body length, because you can see
You can see the curvature of the arm.
curvature of the back right here that goes down, like its butt could be right here maybe. So the length of the arms is about right for most of the Bigfoot photos that we've seen. And of course, another thing is, and it's not changing, there we go, okay, is there's no neck. You can actually see, if you blow up the photo, I can see this is a lot better on my
Here.
Yeah,
Nope.
I don't know what's wrong with my internet tonight. But anyway, so you can see right here that the back of the neck is attached way up here. So there's no neck. That's another giveaway. Bears have necks. And another thing is these eyes, you know, the reflection from that far away.
It's really the eyes that did it for me.
Mm-hmm.
I've been around a lot of bears, and if that was a bear, it would not have been around when I took that picture.
Right.
Sickly bear, and I wouldn't be here to speak about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably not. Yeah. So, and it what typically, and most Bigfoot encounters we run into in interviews I've had with people is, I'll bet you money that thing stood still or crouched down and let you walk by it without moving.
Well, in my opinion, it looks like it's something crouched down. It's almost like you got the outline of the knees and the arms down by its side. And I think you're frozen again.
Okay. So this is crazy. Our stuff keeps locking up, but more than likely it let you walk by, and then it stood up. And then when you turned around to take this photo, it looks like it's starting to crouch back down because it saw you turn around. They have excellent night vision because their eyes have this thing called the tatum lucidum, and some nocturnal animals have this. It's an extra lining in the back of the eyes, which reflects light back and forth inside their eye. So a little bit of light comes in, but it bounces 2 or 3 times inside their eye, so they can see really good at night. Well, it causes this eye shine.
Do humans have that?
No.
Just for our audience, humans do not have eye shine.
Yeah.
That's different than the 1970s red eye from cameras.
So yeah,
if it was a deer, they're bright white, not this yellow.
Yeah, this is very yellow. Yeah, and another thing too I did with this photo is, I don't know how tall your buddy is there, but
yeah. We call him Skeletor. He's skinny and, right at 6 foot.
He's right at 6 foot. Okay, that gives me a good idea. So what I'm going to do, I took this photo and I'm going to close this gap right here. So we zoomed into a certain percentage to get this photo this size, right? Since I have the original photo that you sent me, which is awesome. What I'm going to do is measure the distance here. And if we were to zoom this up to the same scale as him to actually close this distance, this is the size comparison between your buddy and him in real life.
Well, and like I said, the figure looks crouched down.
It is crouched down.
Yeah.
So if you look at this from his body, his torso is that long. So that puts this torso from the top of the shoulder to about your buddy's knee.
Right.
From the length of his torso. So if he's 6 foot, I'm guessing this thing's probably 8.
Because you've got a crouched torso here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another thing, if you take the arm length and compare it to your buddy's arm length, we're looking at about 6 to 8 inches longer arms than your buddy has.
Yep, much longer.
Yeah. So if you had any doubts of Bigfoot, I am going to stamp this one Squatch approved, baby.
Well, let's not stamp that so quickly. Why don't you play an ad and then we'll come back to this.
Okay, and then we'll talk about
holes in your theory.
All right, so people, hit the chat. We're gonna do a quick.
Oh, they're chatting it up already.
We're gonna do a quick commercial break. What are we gonna do? Are we
That's up to you, my friend.
Let's talk about our upcoming stuff. How about that, hon? So,
well, hopefully we can.
Hopefully I can freaking find it here. Okay, here we go.
Hopefully we keep connection. Okay, so we are headed up to Pork Sasquatch Days and
keep going.
Okay, in just about 5 weeks, May 24th through 26th, actually just about a month from now. You can still buy tickets from this. Go to SasquatchTheLegend.com. And this is the Woo versus the Science Festival. So we hope to see you there. And then after that, we will be dashing down to Elgin, Oregon for another trip on the excursion train, then back up to Medellin Falls, Washington for the Bigfoot Festival there. Okay.
That's Medellin Falls, June 15th and 16th.
Yes, I already said that. Keep going.
No, you said you were talking about.
No, I've already been to Medellin Falls, and then after that is the Blue Mountain Bigfoot Festival, which we are right now. If you have not bought your tickets for the VIP dinner, they are going fast. So get them now. It's going to be awesome. David McGuire is catering, and he is just thebomb.com. But and we'll have all sorts of guests. You can go to SquatchAmerica.com and get all the details there. After the Blue Mountain Bigfoot Festival, then we are coming back down to Eugene, Oregon for the Eugene Emerald Sasquatch Appreciation Night. Whose farm team are they?
It was San Francisco, I think.
Oh, okay. I'll forgive them. After that is the Glide Bigfoot Festival. And then what else? Just huge lineup of guests at the Bigfoot Rendezvous in Pocatello, Idaho. And this is being held in memory of Becky Cook, who we just lost like last week. So sad. She's a fantastic author. And so we will be remembering her with much love and fondness. God rest her soul. And then after that, we will be taking off to Maine for a few weeks and coming back just in time for the Olympic Strange Days, September 26th through 29th. And after that, we're going to take a break and go to New Mexico.
So if about the Strange Days, I don't have a poster for that one.
That's okay because it's not public.
It's actually sold out. But I do know for a fact
there's an after party.
No.
Yeah, there's an after party.
There is, but there's a golden ticket out there somewhere. Ooh. So if you go on to the
WillyWonka.com?
No.
Oh.
If you watch the YouTube channel
Flash of Beauty?
Flash of Beauty, they're going to be giving away clues to find the golden ticket to go to that. That's a weekend in the woods with us and Tobe Johnson and the folks from the Flash of Beauty.
Brett and Jill Eichenberger. Brett Eichenberger and Jill Remmen-Schneider.
Yep. There we go.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Totally off grid, which is why we're going, so that we can give them some internet access. All right. Let's get back to Taylor and let's poke some holes in this.
Okay.
I like to poke things. All right. So, let's go up here. And I want to ask Taylor this because you know the terrain. And you're a hunter, and you know how valuable ghillie suits are when you're out in the bush. Tell us why this isn't someone in a ghillie suit. Oh, can't hear him.
Oh, wait, hold on. There you go.
Now tell us why this isn't someone in a ghillie suit.
Okay, so the area we were in, we were the only ones in that area. The whole drive-in, no cars, no campers, no tenters. There was still snow up at the elevation we were in. So we kind of scattered snow over the terrain. Mind you, it's November. Deer season was already over. Deer season ends October 25th, or right around October 25th. Depends how the last Sunday of that month falls. But typically, you're right around October 25th, deer season ends. We ended up going out November 5th, right around November 5th. So we were 2 weeks after deer season ended. The other thing is Sierra Pacific, lock gates. You can't drive in. Most of the people that hunt this area, they road hunt instead of getting out of their vehicles and actually hike in. So it's very rare that you actually run into other hunters in the area. Really, the places that I've ran into people off a beaten path have been anywhere that's close to the PCT trail. PCT trail does not run through French Gulch in that area.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of things about the problem with the ghillie suit idea is I'm going to go back here a couple photos. Is this. Even if you are in a ghillie suit, you're still a human and you don't have eye shine.
Correct.
Correct.
And again, what's the difference between eye shine and red eye?
Well, the red eye had to do with the film.
Mm-hmm.
Notice since you got digital cameras, there's no more red eye thing. It had to do with it. Crazy.
All right, so all of you, we're back. All of you who are calling red eye, come out of the 1970s, please.
Yeah.
So this photo was taken on an iPhone 11.
Okay.
Very much like this bad boy here. Yeah.
So modern day technology. I don't know about Samsung's, but it's an iPhone.
Tell you what, the new Samsung phones have got cameras that would curl your hair. They're so awesome. It's so amazing. So, and my thought, here's my personal opinion on ghillie suits. Maybe this is just because I am as clumsy as I am, and God help me. I don't know why anyone would be out in the woods after dark in a ghillie suit in this kind of terrain. You're asking to break your neck.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 miles past the lock gate, so he didn't drive down to there.
Yeah.
Right.
And when I was talking about the burn scar, you can actually see just a tree trunk, no limbs or anything in the background, the dark tree branches. Mm-hmm. Those are trees.
Which, talk about pareidolia. What do you have to have pareidolia? What do you have to have for that?
What, the pareidolia?
Foliage, maybe?
Yeah. So the pareidolia comes from a bunch of foliage that you're looking through, and you're looking through behind something usually, or you're turning a stump into something. So I'm not seeing a stump anywhere near here. That is not pareidolia. That's not picking something. And pareidolia doesn't have eye shine. There's another one.
Yeah. And again, why would someone be in a Bigfoot costume after dark, 2 miles away from a locked gate? Did you put up on your Facebook that you were going to be hiking down this ravine and go,
No.
So you got to use some logic here. There's and Occam's razor. Go to the simplest thing. Mm-hmm. You always go to the simplest thing first. And now, if this was off the PCT, if this was off a national park, highly populated area, probably, yeah, I could go with that. But somewhere this remote, I don't think people are that smart. And we lost it again. Yeah, I don't think people are that crafty or cunning or, you know, hey, let's go wear a Bigfoot suit and just hang out and see what happens.
Okay, so Terrell asked, what did he ask?
How far is your buddy from the tree?
Which tree? Let me go back to the photo.
Terrell, could you clear? Is it
this tree in the background here? I don't know how far this is, the distance between that corner and where you guys were. Can you guess?
I would say the bottom of that road. So it's kind of hard to tell, but basically right where the figure is in the back to my buddy, I would say 20 to 30 yards. So
okay. That about 80 to 100 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Would probably be another 10 to 15 yards.
Okay. All right.
All right.
The tree next to the Squatch. That's what he asked. Okay, so that was that tree.
Or it could be this tree here. There's a tree right here. Mm-hmm. I'm touching the screen as though you can tell right here.
Yeah, this one.
Anyway.
All right. So yeah, if you saw the, I don't want to just scroll through those again. Yeah. So anyway, like I said, I had this photo for about a year, folks, and I actually showed it to everybody. I meant,
did you show it to Cliff?
Showed Cliff, Tobe, Jeff, who else did I show it to you? Michael Freeman, a whole bunch of people.
See, and what's interesting is I don't show this picture to anyone.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, these are kind of the inner Bigfoot circle that I showed it to. Okay.
Bigfoot, I go, what do you think of this?
Yeah.
So, Taylor, had you ever gone out looking for Bigfoot before?
No, I've never gone out looking for Bigfoot.
Did Bigfoot ever really cross your mind other than a funny let's watch Harry and the Hendersons moment?
So where I live, we're very close to a lot of iconic Bigfoot past. So French Gulch is pretty close to Willow Creek.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and that's another thing, folks, in the chat that I didn't explain. Yeah, Willow Creek is just over the hill. It's just right there. So Bigfoot's pretty prominent in this area.
You also have the Trinity Alps Bigfoot footage, or not Trinity Alps, my bad, the Marble Mountains.
Marble Mountain.
There's Marble Mountain footage, and I've been in the Marble Mountains multiple times. I've never seen Bigfoot. Interesting thing about the Marble Mountains, the last time I was up there, I actually was sitting next to Les Stroud eating my lunch.
Cool.
Just so happened to be he was in the area camping that I went into. Mind you, I only gone into the woods to hunt and fill the freezer, or go ride motorcycles. Yeah, Bigfoot's never been on my mind until this situation happened, or this picture came of existence, I should say. You know, kind of did a little bit of a deep dive on other pictures and stuff, and I showed it to close friends and family, and they go, well, you know, maybe it's a raccoon on a log. I'm all, the yellow eyes. They're all, yeah. It's really just, we kind of sit there and go, oh, what could it be? Well, it's not this, it's not that. Maybe a raccoon on a log. Other than that, we haven't come up with anything definitive.
That reminds me of when we caught a house elf on. Remember?
Yeah.
It was a raccoon, but I prefer to say it was a house elf.
Yeah. But just size wise to this thing, it's impossible to be a raccoon. Right. It's way bigger than the bears are in that area. I mean,
a bear of that size would be a grizzly, and we don't have it.
It's gone again.
And let's see.
So we have a great question from Kelly. Kelly asks Taylor, what is the most interesting fact you've learned that you...
Oh, hold on. Internet crash. Wait for it to come back on.
Okay.
So,
you guys there?
Yeah, we're here. So what's the most interesting thing you've learned about Bigfoot because of this?
That is a very good question. Honestly, it was coming across the Marble Mountain footage. So there's Bigfoot footage from the Marble Mountains, or what's thought to be Bigfoot footage.
Mm-hmm.
And I had been going into the Marble Mountains before I watched that video. I didn't watch that video until after I took this photo. And I went, oh, I've been into that area before. And even the Marble Mountain Bigfoot footage, I don't know what your guys' opinion is on it, but I think it's some incredible footage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cool.
So I have not seen the Marble Mountain footage. You'll have to show that.
I'll have to show it to you. I've seen it.
Some people don't agree with it. And yes, just to clarify, this is not a trail camera photo. This is an iPhone photo.
Yeah.
iPhones pick up different photos than trail cameras do.
And the flash, which would have caused the eye shine.
So, and there's some question in the chat. Is this actually eye shine? Because shouldn't eye shine be bigger from 100 feet away?
Yeah. Right. You can see, okay, so on the photo, I don't know if you can see it so well on here, but let me bring this back up and get my...
So get the point of view from Taylor, who is not this guy. No, Taylor is a good probably 20 feet in front of it.
Well, I don't know if that far, but what I wanted to point out is you can see the range of the flash in the woods. So you can see the kind of the circle of the flash. It just barely caught the back edge because it's dark, back here behind it. You just barely caught the edge of the flash distance in this thing. So that eye shine came from
a glimmer of light.
A glimmer of light from way far away.
Yes. And let's talk about the context, because some people might miss it. I know how I listen to YouTube videos, like with one ear and then my other ear is listening to something else. This is a picture that you took to piss off your mother.
Yeah.
This was come on. We have a son. We know how this goes. And it's like, Mom told me not to be out here after dark. Let me show her what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know how it goes. I mean, I get you. I feel you. And so, and if I wish they look whitish to lock, not yellow.
Yeah. Well, this is my colorized version of the photo.
It's not even very well, and you don't colorize dusk stuff very well.
Yeah.
Show the original. Is that the original?
That's the original, but I can't zoom in.
By the time it gets transferred to, it actually came to my phone, and I sent it to his phone, and he put it from his phone onto the computer. Mm-hmm. And so some of the clarity just doesn't capture by the time it's been transferred so many times. So
that is one thing that I did notice. Anytime it leaves my phone, the quality diminishes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does. Yeah. And so actually we could send you the photo with the metadata, but we don't have the metadata. That's on the original photo.
That's on his.
That Taylor has. And Donald or David wants to know what my shirt says. My shirt says, I don't give a squatch. So, all right. We should probably show another ad.
Yeah, we got.
And we need to close out this poor show early because it's driving us crazy. It's painful.
The internet is killing me. Curse you, Elon. Okay. So
I kind of go with the Men in Black theory.
Yeah. So
are you struggling?
I am. I'm looking for this one.
Hello, Bigfoot enthusiasts. Hannah here from Squatch America, and we want to welcome you to Cloudcroft, New Mexico, where mystery meets adventure. Introducing the Bigfoot Encounter Museum, the ultimate destination for all cryptozoology enthusiasts and adventure seekers. Step into a world shrouded in legend and intrigue, where the mysterious stories of Bigfoot come to life. Our museum is a treasure trove of artifacts, exhibits, and interactive displays that delve into the fascinating history and folklore surrounding this legendary creature. Get ready to embark on an immersive journey through time, exploring the captivating tales of eyewitness accounts, footprint casts, compelling documentaries, and so much more. You'll be amazed as you unravel the mysteries and evidence surrounding this elusive and enigmatic creature. Whether you're a skeptic or a true believer, the Bigfoot Encounter Museum in Cloudcroft, New Mexico promises an unforgettable adventure for all ages. Come and create lasting memories as you immerse yourself in the world of Bigfoot lore. Plan your visit today and uncover the secrets of Bigfoot at the Cloudcroft Bigfoot Encounter Museum. Your journey into the unknown awaits. Cloudcroft Bigfoot Encounter Museum. Discover the legend, experience the mystery.
I can't wait to go back there.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's see if there are any last chats here.
No block, no Bigfoot magic. It was taken
So
at
yeah.
dusk.
So this must be big, but that diminishes photo. Actually, what diminishes the photo quality is the distance there, Locke. Even the photo that I took was over 200 feet away. So by the time we zoomed in on it, you know, it was kind of blurry. So
that creature, says Locke, could easily be a fake president plotting to abandon more of our troops. Did Taylor smell it? Yeah, no. You know, here's something that really, and coming from a human behavior psychological background, and you can say all you want about the field of psychology, just from my experience and education in human behavior, because Taylor is not a Bigfooter.
Yeah.
And this picture was taken in all innocence, I find it a lot more credible than stuff that I find from Bigfooters. You know, there are people who post stuff all the time.
That is one thing I would like to say is I would have loved to known that was right there and investigated it while I was there. Unfortunately, I didn't even see what was behind us until 2 hours later when my mom sent me the photo back and said, "What is that behind you?" And to tell you the truth, that spot that we were at, ever since that night, neither one of the three of us have been back to that spot.
Yeah.
This kind of has some weird juju to it, and you know, I'm not necessarily a Bigfoot believer, but I don't discredit the existence of Bigfoot until I see it with my own eyes. And in this case, I still didn't see Bigfoot with my own two eyes. Now, that being said, I know exactly where we were.
So next time we're down there, we're going to call you.
Guys ever want to go on an expedition and go hike your butts off? Hey, I'll take you there.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. So
you're on.
Kelly asks if you are actually doing any Bigfoot investigation and research now, having had this experience.
No, personally, no. I'm not. Honestly, my mind 9 months out of the year is where the deer, not where's Bigfoot. It's where.
Yeah, there you go. Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think, and I think, you know, anyway, but thanks for coming on. Yeah, a look for prints for confirmation would have been a good move if you were a Bigfooter.
Yeah.
But the average Joe person who took a picture by accident and scared off one of his friends with it.
Yeah.
You know, you know, hey, so we will have to get back down to Northern California and do something. That would be fun. Maybe on our way back from New Mexico.
There we go.
So
Northern California is where it all came from, right?
Yeah.
It all off.
Well, that's kind of where the contemporary obsession was kicked off.
Yeah, it is.
It is not where Bigfoot crawled out of the mud.
No.
Native American folklore even further back, right?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
yes, absolutely. All right, you have one final commercial. It's right here.
That one?
That one.
The Medellin Falls Bigfoot Festival returns to Pend Oreille County June 15th and 16th. Discover the rich history, folklore, and mystery. From Sasquatch-themed crafts to Bigfoot merchandise, a 5K fun run, and plenty of food. This event is guaranteed to leave you amazed and entertained. Hear from the county's experts about their Bigfoot sightings or sign up for the presenters dinner and talk with them firsthand. The Medellin Falls Bigfoot Festival. For tickets and information, go to mf-bigfoot.com.
I want to say for the record, Kelly, that I would live in Medellin Falls if the right opportunity presented itself. I have never been somewhere so beautiful. That river just, so. All right. So, anyway, we want to thank Taylor for coming on and for entertaining us.
Yep.
Any final...
Thank you guys.
Yeah, no problem.
All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry it took me a year to find you again. Actually, I was hoping so bad that you would come to the festival, you know, the sportsman show.
And you did.
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah.
Because I came back this last year and I went, I think I showed you a photo.
Yeah.
And you're this photo? And I went, that's the one. I think we're froze up again.
All right, let's just end this.
All right, so we're back.
We're back again for long enough to say thank you so much for putting up with us. We will talk to you again, Taylor.
Yeah, just hang out for a minute, okay? All right, so I don't even know what I say here. Just remember, guys, you know, our job is to find the button. To find the button.
Our job is to investigate the unexplained.
Not to explain the uninvestigated.
So until next week, first of all, like, subscribe, share this video. And until next week, you keep watching and
we'll keep squatching. Go out and find Bigfoot.
That damn Sasquatch.